And hello, everybody. It is the Fifth Line back again.
What's up,
It's
guys?
been a while. It's been a while. This semester got quite busy. As anybody who watches my channel knows, I had to put a video on being like, yeah, sorry, I'm not doing videos anymore. I just didn't really have time. But we're back
Nor did
for our first podcast in a while because
Yes.
it is playoff time.
It is the playoff seasons.
It's the best
Season.
It's the best time of the year.
It's about to start.
I'm trying to ignore the fact that the Habs aren't in it. I'm just focusing on the fact that playoffs
That
are fun to
PK's in
watch.
it.
And go PK. I don't know, and I'm wearing the All-Star jersey. Like, yeah, NHL,
Yeah.
hockey.
Go.
Let's go.
It's alright though, because playoff hockey is still fun to watch,
Oh,
even,
yeah.
even if your team is not in it.
Playoff hockey is the best hockey.
My team is in it. So I'm good.
My team is not in it. Not even close.
Nick and I's teams are, they're very, very, very not in it.
It was a rough season for both.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, it was.
Although they still managed to beat the Lightning, I think, multiple
true. The
times.
Sens
Both
take
the Sens and the Habs did somehow. I don't.
And the Sens 26,
Yeah.
28 wins. I think 2 were against the Lightning, which is nice.
Whatever, that's dumb.
Sens finished with 28 wins. The Habs finished with 29. Let's go.
Oh my god.
At least they went and tanked. Hopefully they get.
How many did the
first pick.
Lightning have? 53? 52?
The Lightning had 54 wins.
Oh.
Uh, but looking at the
Yes.
2018 NHL Draft Lottery Odds, I said
Man,
that
you
for the
do that
second time
again.
today. Lottery
Having some problems,
odds.
buddy?
Let's check that out. Let's see
Yeah, let's
where
see
the
what you guys
Sens
are doing.
and the Habs are at. So the Senators have a 13.5% chance of getting
Let's go.
first overall, and the Habs have a 9.5% chance of getting first overall. The
Only a 9% chance? That's pretty bad.
Horseshit. It's horseshit, yeah.
That's pretty rough.
Yeah, it's some horseshit. The Habs actually have a 34% chance to be drafting 6th.
Oh,
Joshua.
Joshua. Well, that was loud.
That was rude.
You want to join? All
And
right.
talk about the Knights.
Habs finishing
Thanks for the
third.
help.
Habs finishing third last. Somehow have a 34% chance to draft 6th overall. That's the most likely pick.
Their most likely is the 6th.
Yes.
That's unfortunate.
I don't know how that makes sense.
Don't
But
look at me.
Senators most likely is the 4th
What's
when they finished second last.
what are the Lightning
Well-
gonna do?
Well, that doesn't look like a Dahlin pick.
Oh my God! If
Nor does it.
Florida's imagine Florida just gets eliminated yesterday from contention. They have a 1% chance to get Dahlin. See if they fucking do it. That'd be hilarious.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Not be hilarious, no, because that'd be sad.
That'd be unfortunate.
But yeah,
Good question.
I'd be sad.
April 28th, 20 days away, is the NHL Draft Lottery. So that's the next time I'm gonna be able to get excited about anything Habs.
Mm-hmm. But in between there, there's much to be excited
We
about.
have some playoff fucking hockey.
All right, calm down.
And
buddy.
the beautiful thing about playoff hockey when
It's
your
beautiful.
team is not in it is you just get to sit back and watch and just
Root
watch
for the
teams
teams
just
you like and the
slug
team-
each other to
Yeah.
holy hell and just say entertain me and have no stakes in the game.
Yeah, but you can root against the teams you hate, which is nice.
This is also true. So
I tried most of that.
there's a Toronto Boston series to start it, and I don't.
Oh, wow.
I'm very confused. I'm just like.
No, that's easy, dude. You have Marchand on the Bruins.
That's
so right
true.
there,
I
it's-
actually probably lean more towards the Leafs in that series, just because they're a fun young team
Yeah.
and they are what I want the NHL to become. So if they do well, it's like
it might keep happening.
because every general manager in the NHL is dumb and they just follow whatever is the most prominent.
Has been
thing.
happening.
Yeah, they don't really think outside the box very often. But I say we get into the first round series.
I
because
vote-
that's going to be the
I
crux
vote
of
yes.
this episode.
I vote yes to that. So as you can see here,
We got our
all three of us
brackets
made brackets. We did this last year too. We made brackets and we hung them up on the wall. I'm assuming we're going to do that again.
Yeah, and earlier I said we were just going to talk about first rounds, but if we just
Let's
hang
go
these
through the
up,
whole thing.
yeah, if we just hang them up,
I recall last year,
Let's go through the whole thing.
I picked
You
it
got
the
the most
closest.
right.
Yeah.
I mean, none of us got anywhere near, but you had, I think you had like 2 teams in the conference finals that actually made it there, and
Yeah.
that was the closest any of us made.
Yeah.
But let's get her going with round 1.
It's interesting.
Let's get her going with round 1.
All right.
Start
Let's
with
go
the
top left. Top left.
Top left.
Yeah,
Start
yeah.
with the West. We got Nashville, Colorado, which is one of the easier ones to predict.
That's what I thought.
I disagree.
think.
That's
Well, let's get into this. We got Nashville, Colorado,
so me and
Nashville,
Ben,
the
obviously.
President's Trophy winners, Nashville Predators.
Which is also a curse.
It usually means they're probably not going to win the cup, but
Bounce them quick.
they have 267 goals for 211 goals against this season, a plus 56 goal differential. Colorado's only plus 20, and that's probably mostly McKinnon.
I'm sure.
The reason
McKinnon in the second half of the season.
The reason I'm siding Nashville over Colorado is a few things. One is experience.
They're more experienced.
They were just there last year.
More experienced, and I mean they're better.
Their decor is just they have 4 number 1 D.
You don't have to preach it to me. I don't think.
He's just throwing. He's just throwing.
You're
stuff
just
out
saying you think this is going to be the underdog story
Yeah.
of the year.
I don't know. The West, I just have a different feeling about some of the teams.
Just got a feeling.
Yeah, I got a hunch. Maybe I'm right.
My question is, how did you get the Jets coming out of this section when they don't play there?
Oh, well,
No, he's right.
I'm right.
That's the
never
Western.
mind.
That's the
okay.
Western winner.
Yeah, never mind that.
I guess I could have put it
I'm
on
just
top.
Same way you got Nashville. There.
Yeah, no, that just looks strange because I thought you
Yeah,
were
no,
saying,
it does look weird. It does look weird.
Yeah.
That was my fault.
Anyway,
Could've-
no, that's actually the correct way. I'm just dumb.
Yes.
Uh,
All right. So anyway, me and Ben have Nashville for our reasons.
I had Colorado.
He has Colorado
for his
Basically-
reasons.
because he likes McKinnon.
Yeah. Because McKinnon.
Right.
Because McKinnon.
Let's move.
I don't know. I just watched his. I had him on my fantasy team, so I kind of just watched him every
Let's,
game. And just,
Do you want to
exploded,
just go division by
just go
division?
down? Just go down west, and then we'll go down.
No,
Let's go
because
down
if we go to Winnipeg, then we're like, and they're playing this, and then who wins from between them?
Yes, actually, let's do
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
So the next series, Winnipeg, Minnesota.
We'll go
I
to
would
Western final.
also argue is a pretty easy one.
Yeah,
I didn't even know Minnesota made it.
Winnipeg's got a lot of
They have some.
Winnipeg
They got
is
some firepower. this
all
year,
the
so-
firepower. You got Line, you got Scheifele, you got Paul Stastny.
yeah.
Paul Stastny is the younger one that they just added. Yeah, because there's Peter Stastny was his name. Paul Stastny they added at the deadline, and there's their 3rd line center right now, which is ridiculous. Nikolai Ehlers. It's just
They got a lot of offense. right
and
now.
their goalie is just
Hellebuck,
who's
which
debatably the best goalie in the league this year.
Yeah,
he's
which
been
I'm
good.
mad about, and I
Good.
almost got in a fight with some dude on Instagram because I saw the Vezina finalists, and I was like, where's Vasi?
Oh, Vasi didn't end up making it.
No, because they played him too much, so his goals against average
they
went
did play
down,
him too
and
much.
his like
Win-loss.
his goals against average went down, his save percentage went down. He still has, I think, more wins, or he's got tied maybe, and he's tied for shutouts too. But he's like 13th in save percentage, and like they just played him too much.
Yeah.
So,
And I'm upset.
Well, Hellebuck got worked pretty hard too, but
Well,
I don't know.
The one thing that would be funny and would be some pretty cool karmic retribution for Minnesota was last year they were playing St. Louis in the first round, and they outshot St. Louis to holy hell. Jake Allen stands on his head. The funny thing would be this time around is if Winnipeg just outshoots Minnesota to holy hell, and Minnesota just somehow clings on and wins the series. That would be a cool story.
who's their goalie? Is it
Dubnyk.
Dubnyk?
Devin Dubnyk, yeah.
He's good enough to do it.
Who you never know. It's NHL playoff hockey and it's goofy.
Yes.
You just need a goalie.
But, yeah.
But I still think Winnipeg is most likely going to win that one.
I agree.
And
I
all of
feel
us
like-
had that.
Yeah. Yes.
Are you changing something already?
He's changing it
You're
already.
changing something already. Interesting choice.
Interesting
I
choice.
spelled that wrong.
Also an interesting choice to
Jackets.
use a Sharpie where you have to write small.
I didn't know there was a team named the Blue
You can use right
Jackets.
here.
The Columbus Blue Jacketettes.
All right.
I wrote it quick.
All right. All
Um,
right. Moving on.
So
Let's
we
move
have
down.
Nashville, Winnipeg as our two teams coming
Yes.
out of the
I
whatever
have-
the fuck division.
And I
Yes.
have Colorado. Winnipeg.
Central.
Yeah.
What is it? Because that was a total shot in the dark.
Yes, it was
Oh.
Central. So
That's
we
fast.
have Nashville and Winnipeg coming out of our Central.
I
Who
have
do you think of
Colorado,
those
Winnipeg.
two? Well, Mike and I have Nashville, Winnipeg.
Yes.
Nick has Colorado, Winnipeg. Mike, who do you think's coming out of that for our picks?
I had Nashville.
As did I.
Because once again, older, more experienced. They
have the firepower to match
They
them.
have the fire, and they have firepower, like offensive firepower coming from their D too.
Yes,
which is, I think, important
which is
in
going to
that
be the
series.
deciding factor, I think, because Winnipeg's D can't even hold a candle compared to
Not to
Nashville's.
Nashville's.
Nashville's defensive core is just ridiculous. So we have Nashville in our
So
our
Nashville is
Western
in the
Conference
Western
final
Conference. Let's find out.
from the Central.
Let's find out who will be facing off against them. Shall we?
Well, actually, we got to have Nick because he had his
Oh
different
yeah, that's true.
choice.
That's true.
I had Winnipeg
Beating
coming
Colorado.
out. Yep.
Which, if
Coming
that
out,
happens, I agree.
Yes.
I
If it ends
just-
up being Colorado Jets, I agree.
Yeah. Even if it's Nashville, Winnipeg, I still would have put Winnipeg.
Oh.
I don't know.
You think you like their chances?
I do. I
I
like
just stubborn a
Winnipeg.
lot.
I like them a lot, actually.
I see that.
I'd love to see it,
If I could jump ship, I would. But
but
Yeah.
now, then you would look
I think-
like a bandwagoner.
Yeah.
I should have thought about it a little bit.
You should have
a couple years ago.
started.
You
at the
know, you
beginning
should have
of the
been
season.
looking. You should have been like looking at the prospect
Yeah.
tools of every team and being like, okay,
What am I
so
gonna?
if I start being a fan now, what's it gonna be like? Oh, okay, yeah. But no, you decided to hop on the Sens.
Yeah.
The Carlson train.
the
Uh,
Carlson train that could be ending very, very, very.
I don't know if you guys heard that, but Josh just yelled from his room, "Go Golden Knights" or something like
that
that.
is choice.
But to get back to it, I don't know. Shifley and Line A, it's just I think it's too much.
I mean,
it's a lot. And
I'm
they're
not
good.
going to argue with even in a Nashville Winnipeg series.
I think it'll be
it
a
would
good
be
series.
close. It would
Yeah.
be a good series. I just would still have Nashville coming out of that.
Yeah,
So-
because the longer this. Okay, so here's the thing: when it comes to experience, the longer the series goes, it benefits the more experienced team.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I get that, and it's like that for every sport. You see it in baseball too, but I don't know. I think they're young enough. I don't know. Maybe we'll see.
I like
All right.
it. I like it.
Well, now
Let's move
we
down
move
to
on to
the
the
Pacific.
Pacific Division. Yes, Mike.
Nice guess.
Your knowledge is coming
Oh,
out
man.
tonight, my
It
friend.
is.
So,
Y'all thought I was dumb.
first series, Vegas, LA. Who we have?
Pretty easy for me, Vegas.
I think it'll be a close series, but I also have Vegas coming out on top.
I also have Vegas coming out in that one, and I
Uh.
agree with you. Thanks, Josh. I agree with you that it's going to most likely be a close series because the Vegas train has been going all season long. They're just been winning and winning and winning and winning. The problem is
You gotta-
everybody.
you gotta stop winning
A
some.
lot of it, I think, was everybody was kind of they didn't know what this team was.
Yeah.
It was an unknown, and they were able to come in and just take out teams based on the fact that they didn't really know what was there to expect.
True.
LA is a team that still has a pretty deep core of players that have been around for 2 cups.
And Kopitar, Kopitar's been good, and
He's up there in the scoring.
yeah,
race.
and
Yes,
he's like a sleeper player all season. Like nobody's been
Yeah,
talking about.
until you're
Who's
right.
been talking about the Kings this year? Nobody.
Not
And
very many.
Kopitar's, I don't know. I heard something on the radio the other day, or I heard it on the internet, or something. It's just they were comparing Kopitar and McKinnon and all these guys who could be getting the scoring trophy this year.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean they're not, but
Obviously,
yeah.
but he was in talks for it. I was like,
Oh,
really?
yeah, he
Because
was.
I
He was
thought
up there.
I thought they were like. I
He
didn't
had
think they were
over-
doing good.
We
yeah, he
have
had over 90 points, didn't he?
Anze Kopitar, 92 points.
Yeah.
With how many goals? Where is it? I think most of it was assists.
Yeah,
Probably.
But Vegas. I don't know. They also have Fleury, but Fleury has been iffy all season. He's been out a lot. If he can stay
If he
healthy,
can-
if he can stay healthy, they have a pretty good chance.
That's a multiple cup winning goaltender.
Yes, it is. He has won 3 in his lifetime. But I still do think, like I said, it's going to be a close series. Probably go to Game 7, maybe in Game 7 overtime. And home ice in Vegas. And their new barn, Game 7 overtime. Win it. Let's go. I love this story.
That's a pretty good matchup, Quick and Fleury.
Yeah, it'll be interesting.
Pretty good.
I don't think
goalies.
Yeah.
I love the story of
storyline?
Vegas.
Yeah.
I want them to win. I know they're not gonna probably, but I want them to win.
If I just don't. There's a couple teams on here I don't want to see win. But
yeah.
There's a few that even I didn't pick them. I would like to see them win.
So moving on from that series, as we all had Vegas coming out of that one.
Yep.
Anaheim, San Jose. Who do we have coming out of that, boys?
You can go.
I had the Sharks.
I think we all have a
We all had
good
the Sharks.
consensus on this one. I had the Sharks too.
I don't know. I feel like Anaheim just
Snuck in.
got lucky.
Well, they started their year really poorly because they just got decimated by injuries early. Then once they got players back like your Corey Perry, your Ryan Getzlaf, they've done just fine.
Whatever.
I just think they made with San Jose they made the right moves at the deadline in that they picked up Evander Kane. They got these
he went on a tear like as soon as he got
on
the
tear
team.
since he joined them. I just think who's their goalie? That would be John Gibson. It was Gibson. I just remember his first name. John Gibson is their starter, and he has been propping them up this year. He has had a year.
Even if he gets hurt, Miller.
I think he was in the
Ryan
Vezina
Miller's
talks.
been a good.
I'm pretty sure he was in the Vezina talks as well.
A 9.26 save percentage this year. 9.10ish is probably around the league averages. 9.10, 9.15, 9.26.
Quite a bit up
Is
there.
a good goalie, and they rode him for 60 games. So
Maybe
that's going to be a factor because he might be kind of
a
fucked by the time playoffs roll around.
He might be a little tired.
But luckily for them, they also have another experienced guy to back him.
Ryan Miller,
Miller's,
but
he's not great. But
Wait, Ryan Miller's there now?
Ryan Miller is their backup.
who would you rather have for a backup? Look at
Malky Subban. That is who I'd rather have.
You
as a
look like
backup.
somebody like Tampa
not
Bay
his
that
real
have.
name.
Oh wait, no, San Jose's the other. Martin Jones is their backup. Oh shit, they have shit for backup.
Martin Jones is.
I know.
is their
Martin
backup?
Jones is
Look
their
at most of
starter
the
in
other
San
teams
Jose.
in the league, like Pittsburgh. Who do they have for backup?
I don't know.
Who?
I don't know.
You know Tampa Bay's backup, don't you? Oh, it's,
Yeah, Louis Domingue, I
Louis
think.
Domingue.
But like, if I was a team in the league, I would like to have.
He's
Like,
not a bad
it's-
backup.
It's a good
Ryan Miller?
duo.
Oh well,
Miller's played
He
in the league
played-
for a while.
he played 28. He played in 28 games and has won 12 this year.
Yeah, I mean, he's definitely gone downhill from his days in Buffalo
Yeah, he's not what he used to be.
when he played on. Yeah,
I put my money on an experienced
But-
goaltender like
I mean,
him
I think
before
I
put
think
it
in
on
the
young
playoffs, that's what you want, honestly.
But we all still had San Jose coming out,
Sure.
so I don't know what that says.
That's a good point.
So,
we already made our decision.
so in the second round of the Pacific, we had Vegas v San Jose. Who did you boys have
I
coming out of that?
might be the weird one in this one.
You are
In
the
fact, I
weird
think I am.
Yeah, I think Nick and I both had
I had
Vegas.
San Jose.
And Nick and I both had Vegas.
Vegas is young. They're hot, but they're also
young.
young.
Yes, they are indeed.
And I think that San Jose has a good mixture of both.
They do. I agree.
Joe Thornton.
But
They have Joe
Vegas
Thornton.
has 4 lines that they run and run well
And they're all young.
every game,
True.
and most of them are pretty young. It's going to come down to San Jose, not specifically last year, but in the last few years, they play a lot of playoff hockey, and they got a lot of old legs.
Yeah.
Joe
Joe
Thornton.
Thornton, Pavelski, he didn't have a great year
But I think you're forgetting
as
about
compared to like the last couple of years. Yeah.
Bernsey.
Brent Burns.
Burns.
The playoff beard all year long, Brent Burns.
And then he friggin' shaves it.
Did he
Is that
actually?
real?
I don't
Is that
think he
real?
did.
I think that might have just been
I think
April Fool's
Eric
thing.
got fooled on that.
It
one.
might
I
have
think he
been.
might have.
But it looked like he actually shaved it, though.
To me, I didn't.
It'd be
it
hard
didn't
to. I
look
feel
like-
like it'd be hard to Photoshop that.
Yeah, that would be pretty difficult. But
Maybe not. They did it in,
But why would he? Like, what's the point?
to restart it for.
Yeah, but
All right.
still has it in his
the
picture.
X factor for the Sharks,
Joe
though.
Ward.
Anyway,
Joe Ward.
The guy,
He is
the
the
one guy
playoff-
who can score in the,
The
playoffs.
playoff goal scoring master might be the dagger in the hearts of Vegas, but I still had Vegas winning.
Joe
So
Ward.
did I.
I still had Vegas winning that series. Moving on to the conference finals.
Let's see the Western Final. Who is
So,
going to be going
Who
against
had
somebody?
what did we
in
have
the
as our
finals?
as our finals? You
Mine
had,
was Nashville and San Jose.
Mine was Winnipeg and Vegas.
and mine was Nashville, Vegas. So we all had different ones.
Yes, we did.
It is.
So we're all gonna have to go through ours separately. So I'm gonna let you do yours first, Michael.
All right, so I have Nashville and San Jose. I have Nashville coming out on top because
Nashville.
it's Nashville, and because although San Jose has a good mixture of young and old, Nashville has a better mixture of young and old.
This
Yeah.
is true.
I agree.
They have, I think, a much stronger defense. Obviously, I think they have a
I think
stronger
that's
defense than
just-
anybody.
Yeah,
in the league,
most
to be
teams.
honest.
Yeah.
Another
And
thing.
I feel like San Jose doesn't have that same presence.
To answer your question on the backup case, San Jose's backup is Aaron Dell.
See who?
I don't know who that is.
Yeah.
My point exactly.
If you lose your Martin Jones, Aaron Dell is what's his
Wanna come
stats?
out?
He has 22 wins in 29 games, or no, 15 wins in 29 games.
Okay, so
Oh, he started 22, won 15 of his starts. Because he's
that's-
a backup.
that's
so he
not
started
bad, yeah.
22. That's pretty good.
He probably
But-
started against all the really, really bad teams.
So you had Nashville,
I
San
have
Jose,
Nashville.
but you have Nashville coming
Yes.
out of that.
Go moving
Alright.
on.
I had
Nicholas.
I had Winnipeg and Vegas.
With who
In
coming
there, I had Winnipeg coming out, basically because of their offense. I know Vegas has. I mean, they're just offensively, they're debatably just as good, but I don't know. With how good Hellbuck's played this year and how good Line and Scheifele have been of late, even though Scheifele's been kind of hurt here and there. Maybe he hasn't even been. Maybe they've been keeping him out just to keep him healthy, but.
I can see that.
Like I said earlier, I got a good feeling about Winnipeg this year.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
What we got?
I don't know.
Hmm?
I don't know. I don't know. Like I said, I got a good feeling about them, and we'll see.
I didn't.
Did you read it?
No.
All right, we're gonna take a break after Benny goes.
Okay.
That's what I.
So for my conference finals, I had Nashville, Vegas. I have Vegas's Cinderella story ending in the conference finals to the Nashville Predators. Simply because I think Vegas is going to ride through the easier Pacific Division. That's probably one of the easier conference divisions in the league. You could probably say the Bad Atlantic is a little easier, but
The bottom half of the Bad Atlantic.
Yeah, I was gonna say the top teams
The top
in
three,
the Atlantic
no.
are
The
very
bottom,
good.
yes.
You bad.
the bottom rest. But we have. I just think it just comes down to, okay, National Stanley Cup Finals last year, they added all the areas that they were lacking in last year. Their center depth is so much better.
And Turris has been
Um,
good since he got there.
Turris has been fantastic since he got there. They have all their D healthy going into the playoffs. I just think there's no way that Vegas,
brought
as
back
good as
Fisher, too.
good as Vegas has been, there's no way they're going to take out Nashville. So that's who I have heading to the Stanley Cup Finals from the West.
If I had it like you guys, I would pick them too. But I
So
don't.
now we're going to take a quick break. Now
No,
that
you
we're-
had them losing to Colorado
now,
at the beginning.
now that we're done the West, we're going to take a quick break for our sponsors.
Yep.
Or
And
not?
we're sponsored by Dr. Pepper.
And
No, we're not.
what else?
JK.
Pilot pens.
Pilot pens.
Pilot Pens. That might actually be a sponsorship we could probably. And we have returned, and we might have to speed this up a little bit
Yes,
for this go
yep,
around
we
because
should.
my battery's kind of running out.
It's
So
unfortunate.
we're going into the East. Atlantic, Tampa, New Jersey. Who do we got? I'm
All right,
pretty sure we all
stop
have the same
yelling,
thing.
man. You don't have to yell. Yeah,
Ottawa. No, just kidding.
it's definitely.
Tampa.
I definitely have Tampa.
Ottawa comes
obviously.
out of nowhere.
Comes out of nowhere and just murders everybody on the
I
team.
don't know.
So they take
New
their
Jersey
spot.
New Jersey could sleep her in and
I
ride
don't-
Taylor
I
Hall,
don't know.
but I doubt it.
They'd have to have a few people light it up. I
It
think.
was a cool story having Jersey have as good a year as they had. Nobody really expected them to make the playoffs.
No.
Taylor Hall then went and was Taylor
Nuts.
Hall that he was this year. So that
20,
changed things.
26 game point streak.
That changed things, but
Their issue, Schneider.
yeah,
Sucks.
yeah,
Goalie.
Tampa. I think that's one of the easier
Hopefully
ones.
that's a given.
Yeah. So.
I'm gonna go with Tampa on that one.
Yep.
I think we all had that.
Moving
so,
down.
Boston, Tirana. I'm the weird one.
You are the weird one.
You boys have Boston.
Yep.
How do you have Toronto after the finish that Boston just had? That last half of that year.
I don't know.
Because
That's why.
Because
I
of the
picked them
finish?
too.
because Toronto. I don't know.
That's just what you want.
I kind of want to see that happen.
I think we all want to see that happen. but
Yeah, but I don't see it happening.
I do, simply because Boston has so much of their goal scoring loaded up on their top line. So much of it is the Bergeron, Marchand, Pasternak line, and
True.
I think there's just so much more spread out offense around Toronto's lines. In the let's look at Toronto's lines. Their top line, I believe, is Matthews, Nylander, and Hyman. So you got Matthews and Nylander on one line. Their second line has Nazem Kadri and Patrick Marleau on it.
I forgot about Marleau. I always forget he's
He
on
hasn't,
the
I
team.
don't think he's done a whole lot in the second half of the season, but he was great at the beginning. Couple hat tricks.
He has 27 goals on the year, I believe.
It's not terrible.
It's better than, I think he has more goals than the highest goal scorer on the Sens.
Probably.
Yeah, if the video runs out of battery, we'll just keep doing audio.
Yeah.
I'm trying to find their lineup. Where is it? All right. So their projected lines that they had for the Montreal Toronto game that was last night that
Ooh, that second line was good.
that Mike Babcock said they were going to start the playoffs with. First line, Zach Hyman, Austin Matthews, William Nylander. Second line, Patrick Marleau, Nazem Kadri, Mitch Marner. Third line, James Van Riemsdyk, 35 goal scorer, James Van Riemsdyk this season. Tyler Bozak, Connor Brown. Fourth line, Leo Komarov,
Big boy.
Thomas Buchanan, and Kasperi Kapanen.
But their defense is
Their
issue.
defense is their issue, but those four lines,
I don't like turtleneck.
Yeah.
those four lines though,
With getting Plekanec, it kind of
solidified their fourth line. Such a solid
Yes,
defensive
Komarov's
center.
good.
Good.
Too.
That's a good point. They have a lot of good offense, but no defense.
They have
Whereas
Jake
the
Gardner
thing
and Morgan
is,
Rielly.
Boston-
That's
Morgan
basically-
Rat, Travis Dermott has come out of nowhere from the AHL, and he has been just as good as all these three basically. Ron Hainsey, Nikita Zaitsev, Roman Polak. Roman Polak and Ron Ainsley are probably the biggest holes. But Ron Hainsey, when playoffs rolled around last year, found some like sixth gear and turned into a robot with the Penguins. So who knows? But I have Toronto coming out of that series. You boys have Boston.
Yep.
So our divisional series, you would have Tampa v Boston, both of you. I
Yes.
would have Tampa v Toronto. Who do you boys have coming out of that?
Boston.
I have Boston. As
You
much
have
as I
Boston
hate, as
coming
much as
out.
I hate to put it down,
What do you think the Tampa?
do you want to hear my reason?
I want to know what's Tampa's downfall here.
Tampa's downfall is that they suck.
They don't though.
Clutch.
Tampa's
They
okay.
can't clutch it up.
They're not very clutch at all, and I don't know if you guys know this, but I'm pretty sure Stamkos is still out. He didn't play the last few games of the season, and as far as I know, he is not back yet. Their goal was to have him practicing. Their goal was to have him practice, like full practicing before they get to the playoffs, so that he can play. I don't know if he's gonna be. If he's not, then that's a huge loss.
Here they go again, right?
Here we go again.
No Stamkos in the playoffs.
Injuries. But I don't, the way they played the last half of the season, ever since their All-Star weekend, they just haven't been. They haven't been the same team that they were in the first half of the season.
Even-
I don't know.
He and we probably talked about it, and even like the pickup of McDonough. Yeah, he's a good defenseman.
Those were
But-
that was two very good. That hyped
and
us up.
Miller.
That hyped us up.
Miller,
for a little bit.
the Miller one, has turned out really good for him because he
Oh, yeah.
scored a lot.
Oh yeah.
But personally, for me, I don't think that McDonough really makes the huge impact that they thought he was gonna. Just because he's not gonna be playing first line with Hedman.
So that helps.
I know that,
They have
but
more spread out.
Yeah.
he's not he's that crazy better than their other defensemen. They're all pretty good.
He's better than Girardi.
I would say if you can have McDonough higher up in the defensive lineup than Girardi, you're already better off.
I think they still have Girardi in their lineup though.
They
Oh,
do
yeah.
because they don't have anybody else.
They don't have much.
But
But no, I think he's definitely he's not gonna make as big of an impact as JT Miller did. Obviously he didn't, but he's still gonna help our team, especially in the playoffs.
Yeah, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying he's not good, but I just don't think
I know
he's
what you
the big. If they got Carlson, it would have been a completely different story.
so you boys have Boston coming out of that series for both
Yes.
of you. I have Toronto coming out of that series.
Because you have Toronto and Tampa.
I have Toronto, Tampa, and I have Toronto coming out of that.
Any reasons for that?
Yeah.
Just
No.
because you want Toronto to win?
No, I go when I make these. A lot of it, I just go based on why the fuck not,
Okay.
and why the fuck not. I mean,
I would hope if it gets to that, I would hope Tampa Bay would clutch up.
they might. So let's get down to the Metropolitan.
Yes.
Washington, Columbus. The series Nicholas so frantically changed to the Blue Jackets.
Yeah, I had Washington, and I changed my mind
Both
sure why.
Michael and I have Washington.
Yep.
because of Bobrovsky.
Bobrovsky,
Bobrovsky.
but
But
I know.
Washington.
everybody else on
Every-
I know,
everybody-
I know.
I would say Washington's entire roster would outweigh the rest of Columbus's.
I
enough.
didn't pick that. I changed my mind just because I want to see it happen.
You want to say, yeah, fair enough.
God, am I the only one
If
that didn't?
if I had to bet on that game, I would put all my money on Washington. I know there are
Oh.
issues in the playoffs before, but they've had it.
You know what? They're not President's Trophy winners this time.
Yes,
Maybe that takes the pressure off. them.
means
It does.
it's their
Takes
year.
The pressure
That
right off.
finally is their year.
Ovechkin.
I don't know. I just
Ovechkin?
also
Ovechkin got the. He's
Holtby
gonna
hasn't
get the
been-
Maurice Richard again, isn't he?
Yes.
Holtby hasn't been a great.
Left off at 49 goals, and I was pissed.
Almost hit that.
I was like,
50
come on, get that hat. He had to get a hat trick last night against New Jersey, and he got 2.
They should have just let him have it.
I was hoping they'd pull their goalie or something and he'd get it, but nothing happened. So I have Washington, Mike has Washington, you have
The
Columbus.
blue jacket.
Jackets.
Yeah.
Which is an interesting choice.
Moving on.
Moving on to Pittsburgh, Philadelphia.
Ooh, the Battle of
Pennsylvania.
I love it.
Which I'm gonna go out and fully say that my choice was dumb.
I'm kind of mad that
I
I
made
picked
Philly?
Philly. To be
I picked
honest.
Philly.
I kind of
Philly
pick
just
Philly
beat
too.
Boston the other day, didn't
Philly did just beat Boston.
Dude, Giroux has had a comeback of the
Claude
year,
Giroux.
and he was on my fantasy
they?
team.
God.
Yeah, he
And he's old.
He's gonna go off. Ben Watson guarantee.
Oh no.
Ben Watson guarantee.
Ben
He's
Watson
gonna go
guarantee.
off. He's gonna score 5 goals in Game 7.
Jesus.
Jesus.
5 goals in Game 7 to win it for Philadelphia. That's how it's gonna go down.
You're
Who
making
else
your
is gonna score on their
guarantee
team?
worse.
No one.
You're
It's gonna be Claude Giroux every game.
You know who's
All
gonna,
of their goals in the first round. It's gonna be Claude Giroux winning
Who
it.
is Philly's goalie?
Mason?
I don't think so. I think he got traded.
Peter Mrazek.
Oh yeah, he was.
They picked up Peter Mrazek at the deadline. Who's their other one? Who was the one they had before? I don't fucking remember. Is it still Neuwirth? It might be still be
It's
Neuwirth.
not Mason. I know they got.
No,
rid of
Mason
him.
went to Winnipeg, actually. Oh no, they have Brian Elliott now.
The one good thing they have going for him,
They have Brian Elliott, Peter Mrazek, Michael Neuwirth, which that's
It's not a great goal.
3 middling
Philly had some
goalies.
strong offense this year. I mean, Claude, yeah,
Is a beast.
but they still have what's his face there.
Oh, him, yeah.
Yeah.
You know who I'm talking. Scroll up.
Scroll up. He's got to see what's his face.
We got
Couturier.
Couturier, he
Filppula.
was
Ooh,
good.
Filppula.
Claude.
Let's go, Filppula.
Voracek, he was pretty good this
Yeah.
year too.
They got a
Jake
few. They got.
Borey.
They
Voracek.
have
Oh,
decent.
and Oh, we're forgetting about Wayne Simmons too.
The Wayne
Who's also
train.
great.
True, yeah.
The
They have
Wayne
so here's the
train.
thing. They do have
A
some
player
good.
built for playoff hockey.
They do have good players, but I feel like Pittsburgh has much more.
Yeah, I agree.
Pittsburgh, it's their time. They're done. They're done. It's their time to go away.
Dude, Crosby.
It's their time to go away.
Crosby was just getting warmed up. All right, did you see those 3 friggin'
I
out of
did
the air
because one of
goals?
them was against the Habs. I know what you're
He got
talking about.
3 he got 3 within like
I
a week.
know. I am
He's
aware.
he's
He hit
warmed
him
up.
out of the air. I didn't see anything.
I know Pittsburgh's probably gonna win that, but I
have
wanted
Pittsburgh.
Philly to.
I have Pittsburgh winning.
I wanted Philly to because I had Washington coming out of the other one, and I thought it'd be a really funny storyline if they make it to the second round and then they don't have to deal with Pittsburgh and then they make it past the second round, because then everybody will just be like, "Oh, you didn't have to play Pittsburgh this time. That's why you made it past." Because
That's what everybody would say.
I am just that mean, and I want that to happen because I'm a dick.
But
So who's
geez, Pittsburgh.
Pittsburgh.
Pittsburgh, they're good every year. They lose players like they did last year. They're good again this year. Like
Doesn't matter, man.
like Malkin, nobody's talking about Malkin this year.
Malkin was up there in the scoring race.
He's been wrecking
once again.
some worlds.
He was ahead of Crosby, right?
Yeah.
At least in points wise. I don't know how his goals or assists like.
Well, I like to believe in miracles.
Maybe it'll happen.
Anyway,
Anyway,
so
let's move
so
on.
I have Washington and Pittsburgh.
And I have the Blue Jackets on Pittsburgh.
Interesting.
I have Washington and Philadelphia.
Everybody's different.
So we all have different
Everyone's
ones.
different once again.
So
I hope mine's right. Oh,
You probably will.
I have Pittsburgh winning once again.
Pittsburgh
beating
Washington.
Washington. Beating
That's
Washington,
so
yes.
boring. It's not. Gonna
I'm
happen
going
again.
for realistic.
Nobody
here, Ben.
wants Pittsburgh to win.
I
They're
know,
gonna
neither do
fucking
I,
win
but
again
that's
this
what I
year.
think's gonna happen.
I know, I agree. I picked them too. I have
Um,
Pittsburgh going on too.
Well, you see, I had Washington, Philly, and I have Washington beating them
All right,
because
well,
of my dumb
in
storyline that I
in
hope will
that,
happen.
I agree with you in that one. But I don't agree that Philly is there.
And you have the Blue Jackets Pittsburgh playing
I picked
in a rematch of last year's first round series they had.
Aha!
And who do you have coming out of that?
That's a good memory, by the way. You have a good memory.
He just
I
lives
have
and
Pittsburgh.
breathes
I
hockey.
got
Yes.
Just
You
because
have
they're
Pittsburgh,
Pittsburgh, and like I said, they're good every year.
Mm-hmm.
I would have a lot
Because
more
Crosby-
space for like useful information up here if I
Yeah,
didn't
you'd
just
have a lot more space in your closet for clothes too if you didn't buy so many jerseys.
I regret nothing. So
So our
that would
Eastern
make
Conference
our
final.
conference finals all. Well, no, your two are the same.
Ours is the same.
Mine
Yours
is
different.
vastly different from
Yes,
yours.
it is.
But you two can go with yours because you both have Boston,
All
Pittsburgh.
right, so I have Boston, Pittsburgh in the finals, and I have Boston coming out. I feel like Boston. I just feel like they're gonna wreck. I really just feel like they're gonna wreck
I have
everybody.
them out in the first rounds.
I don't
Well,
know.
I feel like they're gonna wreck everybody.
I
Well-
think they're going to be good too. I agree with that, but I picked Pittsburgh just because
Because Pittsburgh.
experience and
Because
Crosby
Pittsburgh?
and Murray's going to be the same.
It does
thing
make it
Matt Murray
difficult
is.
when
He
you
does every
have-
single season in the playoffs and just kick everyone's ass.
He wasn't doing too good this season.
Yeah,
At
but
the beginning, at least.
he didn't even play most of the regular season last year. They had
Yeah.
Fleury was playing most of the games. He
He
got
definitely
hurt
came
right
in
before
and-
the playoffs.
He definitely came in and saved them
Yeah,
for sure.
and he's done that twice now.
Yes,
And he's clearly a playoff goalie. So
yes.
So in my vastly different conference finals, I had a rematch of Toronto and Washington's first round series last year. Got Toronto Washington playing. Washington makes it to the conference finals. First time they've made it out of the second round since like I think 90 something. I don't know. It's been a while.
It's been a while.
They finally make it out of the second round. Oh my God! It's our year now, Washington. Let's go.
They really want those Eastern Conference champions T-shirts.
They are ready, and they run into a hot young Toronto team and lose.
Yes.
I have Toronto going to the Stanley Cup Finals,
Interesting.
which anybody who watches my channel and watches this is gonna be like, "What the fuck are you saying?
Yeah, why would
are
you want that?
But I have Toronto coming out of the East to face Nashville in the Stanley Cup Finals.
I have Boston v Nashville.
and I have Pittsburgh v Winnipeg.
So now we have to all go through
All
our
right.
different series and explain why we think our winners are gonna win. So Michael, you have Boston, Nashville.
I do have Boston, Nashville.
You guys have
All
the
right.
same
So I have I have Boston facing off against Nashville. And I'm not even gonna. I'm just gonna cut right to the chase. I have Nashville winning that. I feel like out of all the teams here, obviously they won the President's Trophy, so this obviously is probably not.
President's Trophy tends to be a curse,
Yes.
but it's not always.
But I feel like out of all these teams, I feel like Nashville is just very, very far ahead of most. I don't know. I don't even remember how much they won the President's Trophy by.
it was a lot.
I think it was quite a bit. Yeah.
Wait, I'm just curious. I wanted to see the teams that have won the President's Trophy that have
Pittsburgh,
also
right?
that have also won the Stanley Cup.
I don't know.
8 teams that have won the President's Trophy and Stanley Cup in the same year.
Let's see it.
Edmonton Oilers in '87,
Well,
Calgary
find one that's
Calgary Flames in '89, New York Rangers in '94, Dallas Stars in '99,
Was that was the Madonna Star?
That was
wasn't it?
Madonna and Marty Turco days.
Avalanche in '01, Red Wings in '02, Red Wings in '08, and the Chicago Blackhawks in the 2012-2013 lockout shortened season.
When they won
That
almost
was-
every single game.
That was the one where they went on a 25 game point streak at the
Yes.
beginning.
They won the President's Trophy that year and then went on to win the Stanley Cup.
That was
Alright, so it
everybody
doesn't
knew
happen
that.
a lot.
Most recent precedent. I don't know
Everybody
if
knew
there
that
might,
was
there might be
gonna happen
more.
too.
I think that was just like a selection of a few.
I could have sworn Pittsburgh did it.
I feel like Pittsburgh's lost it really close to the end every time they've been.
But yeah, I have Nashville. I feel like
Winning the
they're
cup.
far ahead of all these teams, quite honestly.
Well,
I guess that will remain to be seen.
They won the President's Trophy by.
Let's see it. Let's friggin' see it, man.
By
Oh,
only 3 points.
Only 3 points above Winnipeg.
Huh.
All right.
Yeah.
Only 4 points above Tampa. And your boys finished ahead of Boston in the standings.
Yeah.
How are you not believing in your boys?
Because
Because they've been cursed the last 3 years.
Stamkos is out.
Injuries, their team has been decimated.
Last
with
10
injuries
games,
every year.
last 10 games, you're 5-4-1. Boston's only 5-3-2. It's about the same.
Winnipeg's 9-1.
They have more points in their last 10 games, Ben.
By 1. 1 point.
The
Yeah,
two
but
hottest,
like-
It's what? Yeah, exactly. It's basically the same.
Yeah.
two hottest are
I
Winnipeg
don't
and
know. I
Washington.
can't explain it, man.
The hottest teams right now are Washington,
Winnipeg.
Anaheim, Winnipeg. Yeah, Winnipeg 9-1-0 in their last 10. Holy shit.
They can thank Hellebuck for that.
But anyway,
I think he
got distracted.
he wins.
Nicholas, Pittsburgh Jets. Who you got?
Who's coming out on top?
I've said it a couple times already. I don't know. I got a feeling about the Jets this year. I think they're gonna win it.
So you have the young upstart Jets taking out the battle-tested Pittsburgh Penguins, veteran-laden Pittsburgh
What?
Penguins, veteran-laden.
Veteran laid?
Laden.
This is in a
L-A-D-E-N.
grammar class, guys. Let's
Laden.
just keep going.
Did you just Google laden?
Heavily loaded or weighed down. Laden.
I know it's a word. I was making fun of you.
Yeah, I
It
picked
made
the Jets.
sense.
I just want to see him win. I could be completely wrong in this whole side, and you know what? I probably am, but it'd be nice to see somebody new, and you guys have somebody new too, but
Yes.
fucking Penguins, you know.
You know,
If it came down to it,
you think they're gonna go for the three-peat?
I don't want to say it, but yeah, but I just want to see the Jets win, so that's what I picked them.
All right. Well, Mike's Cup Finals of Toronto-Nashville. We got the Cinderella story. Toronto, young, all kinds of firepower, all kinds of offense. They make it to the first Cup Final since 1967, and then their city gets crushed by Nashville, and all of their fans
Just to calm down. It's freaking
have their
bad.
dreams shattered.
Like yours.
Yes.
How many games do you think that series will go to?
It's gonna be a sweep.
Almost every single.
It's gonna be a sweep.
Wow.
It's gonna be a
I don't-
Nashville 4-game sweep over the Leafs. That's what it's gonna be.
Okay, I don't mean to disagree, but almost every single Cup final goes like at least 6 games.
The '97 Cup Final, the Red Wings swept the Washington Capitals because that was the only time the Capitals made it to the Cup Final.
Because
the only time they made it
sports are
past.
rigged.
That's unfortunate.
And it's all about money. I bet you it goes at least 6
No,
too.
4. Sweep.
Okay.
Nashville
Maybe
sweeps
you're
the
right.
Leafs.
All right,
Maybe
calm
you're
down.
right.
It's not gonna happen, but I have fun doing this. 'cause
Calm
it's
down.
For me,
dumb.
I guess it's a good question for all of us what we think on that is. But
Game
for
count.
me,
Sorry.
if the Jets win, I think it'll take them 7 to do it.
Yeah, this.
But if the Penguins win, it's going to be in 6.
This will be a game. This will be a 7-gamer no matter what.
You know what? No, I'll give Toronto 1. It'll be 5 games.
One home win.
Whatever.
One home win.
One home win. Yeah.
Okay.
And you think 7?
I think that's the 7 no matter what.
I
If
think
it
it'll be
ends up
6 or
being like
7 too.
My brackets are always dumb. I'm always like this.
Yeah, if I remember last year's, you just got pretty shit on quick.
that. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So
His
I
final
got
was
my
Toronto.
final. No, my final was Jets Montreal.
yeah, didn't Montreal lose
Oh,
in the
yeah.
first round?
No, that was 2 years ago.
No, I was
Jets
gonna
didn't
say-
make the playoffs.
Yeah,
It was-
no, your final was Toronto and Oilers, same as mine, because that's what I really wanted to see. Because I wanted to see McDavid
Thought I had Montreal
and
in.
Matthews.
You
No,
probably
I had Montreal in.
Did you?
I had Montreal. Yeah, because I had Toronto making it out of the first round as the Habs did, and I wanted the Habs to play them and win because that'd be a lot of fun. And the Habs fucked that all up.
Yep. I do remember that.
But no, yeah. Anyway, my brackets are always goofy.
Yep.
It's part of the fun.
Where's that
It's part of Benny.
fire-powered, high-packed Edmonton team this year that
Oh, they're way
everybody
down there.
thought was going to be freaking spectacular, and they got freaking whooped.
Well, you
Well-
see, this is the wonderful game of hockey where, unlike basketball, you can't ride a single player to victory.
You can't. Can't even really ride 2 or 3.
There's
You
2
need to
sports
have
you
some-
can do that: football and basketball.
Yep.
Baseball and hockey, you
Yeah.
can't do it on one player.
Unless
There's too little scoring.
Unless you have a
It's
player
a
named Wayne
goalie.
Gretzky, or That's
Okay,
good.
so here's the thing about Gretzky. He was great.
he wouldn't be
first
today.
time, but he would not be today. The goalie's pads were way tinier. The game
Oh.
was played way more different. Like, you know what I mean?
Well, yeah, you could put a shot on from
Goaltending
the
was
blue.
really-
You could put a shot on from the blue line, and there's a pretty solid chance it would go.
Goaltending
in.
was
The
just
goalie
so
would
much
go,
worse.
"Nyah!" and hope he hit it.
Yeah.
Anyway, this
That's
took
a
a very
conversation for
drastic.
another day.
This took a very drastic
Yes.
turn.
Yes.
But I have Nashville for the cup as well as Mike. Nicholas
have
has
Winnipeg.
Winnipeg for the cup.
The sleeper Winnipeg team.
So we're gonna hang these right here, and then as the playoffs go on, they'll probably
It will
inevitably
be
get
updated.
shredded within
Yeah.
like the first round.
I
most
hope
likely.
mine is completely correct.
But you
Actually,
know,
no, I don't, because I want Tampa Bay to go farther.
what? Want to put some money on who has the most correct?
What, like $5? I'll put $5
would say
down.
20.
No,
No, I'm not giving you guys $20.
I'm cheap.
10.
I'm too cheap to do it. I'll do 5.
10.
I agree on the 5.
I would do 10.
10.
All right, so we all throw 10
10.
in. Whoever has the most correct wins.
Wins the pot.
Wins the whole thing.
Oh,
Right?
I like that. Yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
what do you want to split it in
Well,
between two?
I think that wouldn't be very fair because you guys have the same pick. So never mind. I'll stay with that. Yeah.
What do you mean?
I was gonna say
Oh,
No, it'd be the
yeah.
most
the
correct.
most correct.
Most correct.
Yeah.
Yeah, the most correct
Yeah.
bracket. We have the same winners.
Or we
but,
could
like,
come
the
up with a
most-
system that's like these are worth less,
Yeah,
these are worth
yeah,
more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
The most correct.
Sure.
All right.
All right.
Whatever.
This
You
is our
guys can
proof.
fucking
This
take
is
my
our
money then.
contract.
Yeah,
That's gonna be
it's
wrong.
a handshake deal. It's a handshake deal.
Three-way handshake. Yeah.
It's our handshake deal.
All
Stop
right.
throwing your stuff at me.
Now that we had that nice little playoff talk,
I don't know. We're at 48 minutes. We might want to just cut this now.
we're gonna hit an hour.
Okay.
We got
whatever.
12 minutes to talk about the fireworks that are going to happen in Ottawa and Montreal this summer. Because I want to have some hope for some reason.
And maybe with another big name in New York.
Yes.
But
So, first would be the draft lottery on the 28th, which we're both hoping for Dallin.
yep.
Um,
I think anybody would be.
anybody in the draft lottery would be. There's some good prospects around there in there too. There's like your Zadina.
There's
a few
another
other ones.
Swedish defenseman that's pretty decent too.
Fuck, the Habs really need a guy like Dallin, like really bad, because they decided to trade their best puck-moving defenseman away a couple years back for an aging physical blue liner. But, you know, I'm not going to get into that trade again, because I've ranted about that about 30 times in my life.
Several times on
Several
this too.
times in this podcast.
Every single one, probably.
Most of them, most likely. Other side note about Habs defenseman. Markov is in the Gagarin Cup Finals in the KHL.
Look at
His
that.
team, Akbar
In the-
Kazan.
In our small portion of the KHL corner.
Yes. But back to the NHL offseason. We have the draft lottery. Hopefully Ottawa or Montreal win it. Well, no, hopefully Montreal will win it. I'm
I
never
hope
going to give
Ottawa
you
wins
any
it.
credit
They
because I
need
hate Ottawa.
They
I
need
want
a
Florida to
lot
win
of
it.
help.
The 1% chance Florida has, yeah, that probably is going to happen because of NHL. But hopefully that'll happen. But then draft rolls around. One of the biggest things that's being talked about coming out, there's two big trades, one for Ottawa, one for Montreal, that's likely going to happen.
Yeah.
Patch is looking to be gone, and Carlson's looking to be gone.
It's not just Carlson. It's
The two-
Carlson and
Bobby Ryan.
many of their forwards.
The two captains are looking to be dealt away. Is that what you're saying?
That's what it's looking like.
All right, the Lightning will take one of them.
The Lightning is a pretty
It wouldn't
strong
shock me.
chance. Patch is going to be gone out of Montreal.
Who are they going to get? Who? How? Who? How would the Lightning?
They'd find a way.
They do not have the cap space.
It's Yzerman. They'd find a way. Patch's contract is $4 million. You can find space for that
We could.
because you're going to be sending something back.
Yeah.
We will give you.
It wouldn't be clearly anything as close to what like Ottawa would be sending
Well, no.
or getting in return. But
Carlson's going to get more in return, yeah. But
Actually, no, frig you. I don't want to give you anything.
Anyway.
Patch might be going, and if he does, pretty clear-cut choice for the next captain would probably be Galley. But anyway, we'll deal with that once we get there. Carlson,
the last stuff
What
I
about
read.
Price?
you can't name a goalie as captain. It's
You
an
can't?
NHL rule.
Oh.
That's nice.
Well, I thought Wall was the captain.
Probably, maybe.
No.
Why did I? I really thought
Anyway.
he was. Okay.
We're off.
Yep,
subject.
sorry.
You know, since they're kind of, explosion, implosion, whatever you want to call it, I kind of stopped following them just because I lost interest because they were so bad. But the last I read was probably around deadline
Make
time,
me laugh. Nick.
and at that point, it was they wanted to get rid of Carlson, they wanted to get rid of Zach Smith, they wanted to get rid of Bobby Ryan, they wanted to get rid of Mike Hoffman, they wanted to get rid of who else?
Anybody that's going to cost them money because Eugene Melnick is a cheap
Mark
ass.
Stone, maybe.
I don't even know
they
if it's
didn't-
that.
They
He
wanted
is.
to
He
keep.
doesn't like spending money.
They want to sign Duchesne back, but they need to keep somebody else on offense. They can't build the whole goddamn team off one person. And Duchesne's
No.
definitely not the
Sure.
person to do it.
Habs sure as fuck try.
If this is for what I see happening, maybe they're gonna sign Duchesne back. They're gonna sign back Hoffman because those guys played really good together at the end of the season, and they're gonna keep Mark Stone. But they're gonna the other guys I named, Cody Cece's probably gone. As much as I don't want to say it, I see Carlson gone after everything that's happened in the last month. It's
Did you see him pick up the puck at his last home game?
I did, and that's kind of a bad sign.
At the end of the game, he went fist
Yeah.
puck out of the net and kept it.
Yeah. So him and Bobby Ryan, I think, are gone at the deadline. I
Do
don't
you
want.
think they'll be dealt together?
I think they have to be just. I
Like-
think that's the way they're going to do it. They're going to get a lot in return. I don't think it's going to be a lot of. I think it's going to be prospects, more prospects than like big name guys, just because they're fucking.
I mean, they could get a lot.
Their
for
guys are
Carlson.
dumb. They have to get a lot for Carlson, but I don't think teams are going to do it. They're not going to be as likely to do it now because he's only got a year left on his contract. I'd love it.
They would have gotten more
If
if
they-
they could have sent him at the deadline.
That's
and
what
then
I.
you get a
I
playoff
thought.
run.
I
out
thought
of
that's
it.
what they were gonna do because they would have gotten a playoff. They would have gotten way more.
And
They would have gotten a playoff run.
They would have
and a
gotten.
season.
They would have gotten a
We got
playoff run, a
two
full
playoff
season,
runs.
and potentially 2 playoff
Yeah.
runs.
And I watched the video. It was a press conference near the end of the season. Bobby Ryan was saying that he thought that
Oh, they fully
he and Carlson
had been told that they'd been traded.
Yeah, that he was like, I thought we were
Vegas.
gone. And
I think it was the team.
Carlson said for the longest time, he never said that he thought he was going to go anywhere.
That
He thought he
would've
was
been scary.
staying, but
This would be different.
unless by the miracle of God they get the first pick, they get Dolan.
That would
So-
probably make him stay.
that- might
Dolan
make
v
him
Carlson or Dolan and Carlson.
That's the
v
only-
the world.
That's the only scenario I think he might stick
God,
around.
that would be a dirty top pairing. Holy shit!
That would be interesting. You don't
But-
think? You don't think they'd spread the wealth?
Why? Just do it.
Just do it to see.
Ride them for
Yeah.
half an hour every game.
They already do.
Wow.
No, ride the pair.
Oh,
The whole pair.
but yeah.
Well, I think we'll save the juice. We'll save the other stuff for
Yeah.
our second round podcast.
Give me some time because I don't know anything about what's gonna happen in the off season.
So
I don't think the Lightning.
we're ready for the playoffs to start Wednesday.
Yep.
I'm excited. I'm probably gonna get my own cable box to throw in there so I can watch the West Coast games late, so you guys don't get woken up by me.
Well, thanks.
But-
That's very courteous.
Why don't you buy Game Center for the rest of the season?
Because I don't like spending money.
It's only like $30.
I don't think Game Center does.
It
Do they
does
do
playoffs,
playoffs?
yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
But I'm not gonna do that.
You don't
Anyway,
need it.
sorry we were gone so long. Until next time.
Life gets in the way.
It does. It really does.
School comes first.
School it does.
Yeah.
Anyway, we'll see you after the first round, everybody. Talk to you later.
See ya.